Scorpio season reading. It's your girl Bob the Healer. Let's get started. We are going to tap into the overall message for Scorpio season. Oh, look at that. She just popped on out. Detox, darling. That's a definite message right there. It is time to detox, declutter your timelines, detoxify your homes. Okay? Detox from negativity. Okay? But overall, we are getting grounded as things get shaky. Scorpio season is a time of revealing the truth. And if you're not ready for the truth, it can hit you immediately. Okay? Um, if you've been doing the work, Scorpio season is a time of rest, a time of healing, and a time of transformation. Big changes are on the horizon, and you're prepared for the opportunities that are on the way. Okay, collectively, we are going to see some types of shifts. Okay, we can see some earthquakes happening during Scorpio season. We could see big changes happening in our government with government officials, political officials. And what we need to do is stay about the news. Yes, focus on lifting your frequency so that you can meet and be prepared, okay? Because opportunity needs preparation, honey. And we want to be prepared for these blessings that are transforming our lives. Yes. You want to be blessed? I want to be blessed? Yes. But first, we have to make space for these opportunities. And that means declutter, get rid of anything that's left over in your home, junk. If you are part of the Healer Heart community, you already knew to prepare for the harvest. So you're ready, honey. But you know, ain't nothing wrong with going through the fridge one more time. Ain't nothing wrong with going through that clothes and getting rid of them clothes. Okay? Clean up your home. Okay? So that negative energy does not sit around. Okay? That's very imperative during Scorpio season. Because Scorpio season, it's a lot of darkness. Hi, baby. Make sure you're subscribed. It's a lot of darkness in the news, a lot of darkness in the weather, dark outside. Okay, bring the light indoors. Okay, make sure you got you one of them like heat lamps, or if you're in the colder regions, so you can keep your frequency high. Hi, baby. Make sure you're subscribed. Okay, let's get into the collective card for the luxury activation. Lighten up, baby. Lighten the load, okay? A part of detoxifying is a frequency shift of like, ooh, I don't need that. I don't need that. Okay, releasing during Scorpio season any habits that are weighing you down. Any habits that make you feel like you ain't you, honey. That you can't put it on and do you, okay? Any low vibrational frequencies, get rid of them, okay? It's time to lighten your load, collective, okay? It's time to release burdens. It's time to release that baggage, that luggage you've been holding on to for 50 years, okay? And some of y'all literally need to get rid of luggage that's sitting in your closets and things and such. Just get rid of them, okay? Stop carrying around baggage, okay? We're getting ready to move closer toward the New Year's. Don't be singing the same song, honey, okay? Start on your story now. Write a different story about your experiences. Because as the frequency shifts, you need to move lighter. You know, Erica said, pack light. Okay, she said, pack light. Woo, woo, woo. Pack light, baby. Lighten your load. Laugh a little, okay? Take yourself to a little comedy show. Watch you a little comedy Netflix, okay? Don't let the frequency and the energy around you to disturb your peace and your joy this Scorpio season, honey. Tune out and tune in. And make sure you're subscribed, okay? Tuning into this frequency, honey. Yes, okay? And so lighten up, laugh a little, live a little, express your inner child, because Scorpio season is going to shift things up, baby. Okay? We're moving into the last few weeks of the year. People start acting a little weird with you. You know? Scorpio season, people start, this is when people start showing their true selves, honey. It's when people start showing up or not. They don't, you need to trust people when they show up the way they showing up during Scorpio season. Because it's the truth. Some truth that you ain't want to look at. Okay? This is for all y'all watching. Okay? So keep the family close. Pay attention to the apps. Okay? Because they lurking during Scorpio season. But make sure when the ops is lurking, they see you smiling, honey. They see you feeling good. They see you taking care of yourself. Okay, you ain't moving heavy or stressed out. Honey, we don't care about none of that. But pay attention. Keep alert. Okay? Because things are going to be happening in the news that is going to make people panic. We don't want to be in panic. We want to be on awareness. Yes, we want to be in awareness. And we want to feel so light that none of this around us is weighing us down. Whether that be your responsibilities, whether that be your children. Okay, because some of y'all got some bad kids. Okay, call me. We gonna talk. Book reading, we gonna talk. Okay? Okay? I haven't got to Cancer, baby. Pay attention. This is a collective reading. This can apply to anybody. Okay? Make sure you subscribe. Now, collectively, we need to release the baggage. Let it go. Okay? All that resentment you holding on to mama, cousins, and everybody, let it go. You know, in the world, people can fake it. They can act like things aren't bothering them. They can ignore it. But in the spirit world, honey, you're carrying it around and we can all see it. Us psychics can see it. We can see the trauma you're carrying from your childhood. We can see that you and your mama ain't getting along. Okay? We can see, and so can spirit. And spirit is telling you, let it go. Just let it go. Because it's weighing you down. Every time somebody talk about their mama, it's like, oh, my mama. Every time somebody talk about their daddy, they're like, oh, my dad, I wish my dad and I haven't talked. Let it go. People are going to be leaving this earth and you worried about something that happened 20, 30 years ago. Let it go. Stop carrying the baggage so that you can welcome abundance and operate on a higher frequency. Okay? Any other messages for the collective? Yes, okay. Aquarius, Pluto and Aquarius is shifting the collective so that we are going to have to be more authentic, more honest with what we create, with how we show up. And authenticity during Scorpio season is like butter on bread, honey. Be the butter on the bread, honey. Butter that bread, honey. Okay? And if you don't know, now you know. Butter that bread. Okay? Life can get good when we get real. When we get authentic, when we immerse ourselves in our authenticity. And Scorpio season is not for the fake. Get real or be revealed. Okay? Get real or be revealed. And some of y'all don't like the light shining on you, so just get real. Just be honest. Okay? If you having family talks during Thanksgiving and things, just be real. Okay? But understand that life is short. Understand that we are moving in a time. Okay, COVID showed a lot of people to respect your elders because they could be here, they could be gone tomorrow. Now, don't forget that you can forgive and move on. And as things start to come up, because you know the dark season, people start to thinking, people start acting weird. People start flaking out on people because it's cold. You know, relationships start to hit a tweak, a tumble. People start revealing they cheat, this, and that. And you have to step back from all of the drama and say, you know what? I'm ready for change. Honey, I'm ready for a new cycle. Okay? And you got to practice gratitude. Okay? Because just what it looked like ain't really what it's going to be like come the end of November. You feel me? Okay, so release, let it go, move forward. And welcome in positive changes, baby. Because Pluto Aquarius is coming to shift up everything that you was faking on or just maintaining on in your life. So let it go. All right. Scorpio, let's get you a message, baby. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday, Scorpio. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday, Scorpio. Y'all like my song? Comment if you're a Scorpio below. If you know a Scorpio, if you're reading for a Scorpio. All right. Ooh, not Scorpio getting Scorpio's cord. Where's the... Hold on. Okay, Scorpio. New moon in Scorpio. Go deeper in. This is so psychic. At 11:11. Okay, Scorpio, 11:11 has been hitting on your line. You've been seeing that a lot. Okay, it's because divine is like, you're not in your purpose. Get in your purpose. You're not in your purpose. Get in your purpose. You want to live a fake, fictitious life, Scorpio, but God didn't design you to be like that. No. And you don't got to live this life that you keep running to. Things can get deeper. We have the new moon in Scorpio go deeper card, okay? And Scorpio, you like to get deep. No pun intended. You like to get a little deep, okay? You like to get a little emotional. And right now, your life has been looking a little inauthentic, okay? A little boring, a little a little drum. And it's because you've been fake. You've been entertaining people, smiling in people's faces like, oh, yes, networking and things. And reality is you don't like none of these people, honey. Honey, you don't like none of these people that you're surrounded around. And it's pulling from your creativity. So we need to transform, dig deeper, honey. Get to the roots of why you're doing what you're doing so that you can get back to doing what you was doing. Because Spirit wants to see you win, but wants to see you win. Not somebody else. Not somebody you copying. Not somebody you're a fan of. Okay, not because you smoothed with this person. Okay, not because you know this person or you got connections with another person. Is this resonating? No, it's not? Okay, here's the real story then. You keep surrounding yourself with certain level of people because you don't believe, Scorpio, that God hasn't made for you. That God has a blessing with your name on it. So you keep thinking you got to play it small when really it's bigger than you. Really, it's bigger than you. You have dreams that are bigger than you. And you don't want to go deep. You want to be fake. You want to be surface level. Oh, let's just get this done. Oh, let's just schmooze with these people. Let's just be in the same room with these people. But you really could be leading these people. You could be leading yourself if you paid attention. If you really recognize that you're capping your potential by playing it safe. By just glassing over the surface. Just glazing over the surface, honey. Dig deep, Scorpio. Opportunities are going to come up for you to heal and transform during your birthday season. And I want you to take them. And take them with stride, darling. Okay, recognize that healing is your gateway to success. Yes, you're blessed. Truly. You're truly blessed, Scorpio. Bottom of the deck. Oh, my goodness. Last quarter in Scorpio. Here's the thing. Like I said, how Scorpio season started is not how it's going to end. And how it's going to end is you looking back like, wow, I really spoke those things. I really said that. I really called that into existence. And it's because I really was able to see myself in the way that God sees me and not playing it small. You don't need other people to go after your God dream. You just need to step into your God abilities, Scorpio. You don't need to fake it. You don't need to be around fake people. You don't need to act inauthentic. You ain't got to hide who you really are. You can speak your truth because that's how God designed you. And once you finally get over this karmic lesson of living an inauthentic life, you will see that what you needed was already there. Okay? Reveal what needs to be seen. You will see, oh, wow. I had the tools. I was ready. I just was second guessing myself. I was thinking the people that I was asking to put me on or to support me or to buy my product or blah, 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 fill in the blank, was really my gateway. When reality is I was I was capping my potential. I didn't realize I could really just get it by being myself. You got to detoxify your friendships, Scorpio. Okay, especially if they don't want to support you. Okay, you got to detoxify people who are, hello baby. You got to detoxify people who are distracting you. You got to make more time for self-love. Okay, get in harmony with the relationship with self. Because you keep cheating on yourself with other people. With other people's opinions, with other people's facades, wearing somebody else's mask, wearing any mask. Honey, you are you. And when you recognize that and you make more time to love you, you don't ever want to show up not looking like you. How dare somebody make me something I'm not? I look good. How dare somebody try to convince me and hustle me about my future and hustle me about my goals and hustle me about my potential because they can't do what I do. Do you? But that requires a level of self-confidence. That requires a level of self-respect. Stop letting people trick you about who you are, Scorpio, including yourself. You really got it. All right, moving on. Make sure you guys are sharing this live. Okay, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, how we activate your luxury this Scorpio season is by getting focused. You got 1 month. 1 month until your birthday. What are you doing? I know, you have no idea. You have no idea what you're finna do. You need to get serious. You need to make a plan because this next year requires a serious you. This next year requires you to level up and to see it first. You know, you're a visionary, Sagittarius. Okay? You're a visionary, honey. Darling, some of y'all need to color, draw it out, okay? Maybe words aren't your thing. Maybe you need to scribble it out. But you need to get serious about your goals and don't wait till January 1st. Okay? Your new year's coming up and you have new visions that need to be in fruition. But it's going to require you to step up to the plate. No more foo-foo-lamy. Okay? No more playing around. No more games. No more gaslighting your potential. Okay, you know what I'm saying, honey. You be gaslighting yourself. Oh, yeah, I'm finna do that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm finna build a business. I got this, I got that. I'm finna go on vacation. I'm finna dance around the subject because I don't know what I'm finna do. Because I really have no plans. But I'm hoping everything goes perfectly, but I have no plans. And I haven't really talked to Spirit about my plans because I have no plans. That's really the point of this, is for you to communicate with Spirit. Like, you do have help on the other side. And when you get clear about what it is you want to do, the help shows up. Honey, your angels take over the plan. God steps in on the plan and says, honey, let me show you a better route. Let me show you the Sagittarius way that I made specially for you. But because you are procrastinating and pimping yourself out your potential, you know, your plan is going to get delayed. Okay? That vacation is going to get delayed, baby. That flight is going to get delayed. Honey, you need to get your plans in order and take the next step. Because once you start to see the vision, that's when your passion gets ignited. Then you start getting motivated. Then you start planning. Then you start getting your fits together, getting your looks together. Like, you need to have some type of calendar events to actually get you motivated. I know this is hidden. I know this is resonating. And you haven't been stepping out. Some of y'all need to go out with your friends. You need to step out. But you need to make some plans. Okay? Because that seems to be the only time to get you up and get your hair did is when you got some plans. Any other time you in the house with your hair looking a mess. Okay? And when your hair look a mess, you don't feel motivated. Okay? You look in the mirror and you like, oh girl. Oh boy, I don't got my hair cut. I don't got my hair braided. What is going on? My beard is starting to look a little scruffy. I don't have a beard, but you know, where it applies, it applies. So if you are masculine watching this and you have a beard and you ain't got it lined up, it's time to call the barbershop. Get something on the books, honey. Put it on the books. Put it in your calendar so that you can feel better. You can feel more in your vibe so you can achieve the luxury that you desire. Okay? So you can hit them goals. Okay? Dress up for the part. Okay? What does your highest self look like? How does your highest self feel when he's got a fresh cut, nice suit on? Okay? Fresh, clean clothes, honey. Okay? A nice tee, some nice clean jeans. Clean. Do your laundry, Sag. Okay? All right, moving on. Capricorns. Where my Capricorns at? Where my Capricorns at? Hey, all the way in the back. Hey, where my Capricorns at? What you need? What do my Capricorns need this Scorpio season, darling? Stop trying to control everybody. Release control. I didn't listen. Spirit said it, I didn't say it. Okay. Release the need to control. Okay, because you got a controlling beast, honey. Or Capricorn, you could be dealing with a masculine that's very controlling over you, and you need to be careful because this person is a little, you know, not kidding. They're a little off. You need to be careful. This person's trying to control your life. They're trying to control you, or you are trying to control the people around you. You know who I'm talking to. Okay, here's the thing. You could be dealing with a Cancer. Okay. Or you could be a Cancer with some Capricorn placements. I don't know. Whatever. Either way, whoever's watching this, whoever you're dealing with, the person is moving in the opposite. This is giving like abusive energy. I'm not even going to hold you. This is giving, you know, the empath and the narcissist. This is what it's giving. It's giving breakup. Okay. Capricorn, you are stronger than this. The only reason why you're with this person is because you feel like you need them for stability. You feel like you need them for money. You feel like you need them for your home. Maybe you guys live together. I don't know, but I do know. You need to move on. And the only reason why you're with this person is because you're insecure. You're in the low frequency. When you feel like yourself, like I said, when you feel, you could be talking to a Sag too. You guys some Sag placements, or you came from the Sag reading, but you could be feeling like you haven't been your highest self, your best self, and that's why you're willing and eagerly able to accept mediocrity in your partners. Whew, that was a lot to get out because I feel like you wasn't gonna listen to me if I didn't say it that way. And there's people around you trying to tell you that your partner is not the one, and you're like, oh no, they're just jealous. But really, they see how you are when you're not with them. And they're like, dang, I want my friend back. Dang, I want my daughter back. Dang, I want my mama back. Dang, I want my cousin back. Because you'd be with them and you have a whole different frequency. And then when you leave them, you have a whole other frequency. And it's lighter. And the reality is, it's this controlling, insecure energy that is surrounding you, Capricorn, during Scorpio season. And we need to get rid of that. If you find yourself micromanaging your staff, micromanaging people, micromanaging yourself, you need to take a step back and say, why do I feel like I want to control people? Do you not trust people that you're with? Do you not trust yourself? Okay, I don't know. But there's some insecurities there that I want you to tap into, because here's the thing. When you learn what your shadow self is, especially during Scorpio season, it can no longer attack you. It can no longer control you unconsciously or consciously. Maybe it's your shadow that's controlling you. Maybe you're operating out of your lower frequencies because you don't know how to tap into your higher frequency. But I'm here to show you. Baby, let it go. Through these insecurities, you can find clarity. Through these insecurities, you can release this need to control and find a level of self-love that is radical. A part of you guys needs to be humble and recognize you're not bigger than the program. You're not bigger than spirit. You don't have everything under your control. God does. And when you recognize that, things get better. Okay, because really your inner child don't even want all this responsibility, Capricorn. You just keep putting all this stuff on your plate, and your inner child's like, bro, when do we have time for all of this? So learn to take a break, learn to release control, and get out of any toxic dynamics, whether that be work, home life, your family, your love life, that you feel you need to control or be controlled. Because somewhere in life, you're giving up your self-respect. You really are. You're giving up your self-respect for an illusion that you can either control someone else through being controlled, like, oh my goodness, let me pacify them by letting them run the show, or by controlling others thinking that they really love you because of that. So Capricorn, I challenge you to release control this Scorpio season. All right, moving on. Aquarius. Where my Aquarius is at. Aquarius, it's time for you to step up and lead. There is a call to action coming during Scorpio season that is going to require you to sharpen your tools. Some of you are thinking about going back to school. Some of you are thinking about stepping into a leadership position. Some of you are thinking about just stepping out. You've been in the house, cooped up in the house, honey, and you're like, look, it's time for me to get my, still got a groove back. Okay, some of you might be going on vacation during Scorpio season, or some of you might just like be up in your appearance. Okay, you want to get up, stand up. Hey, stand up for your rights. Hey, Bob Marley, who's also an Aquarius. Okay, we could hear some news developments about Bob Marley and people taking legal action in his name, or fighting for a cause in his name. Aquarius, you are also just fighting the man, honey. You're fighting people who are not moving with the program, who are not following your lead, okay? Who are not in the flow and frequency that you are bringing to the table, honey. You're tired of people thinking that you can't lead the group in the way that you want to lead the group. Okay, these could be some issues at work, honey, but just step up and be yourself. Collectively, you could see a lot of people calling on you, asking for your leadership, asking for your expertise, asking for anything, honestly. And you just got to learn to be a better listener, because you really got the tools, baby. People really come to you for unordinary things, unorthodox things. And you can capitalize on that if you get serious and you step up to the plate. Spirit is giving you a gift, and here you are about to fumble it by second guessing it or getting annoyed. Like, because your ideas, when you give your ideas to people, they're like, huh, what? You're an Aquarius, darling. You weren't meant to be normal. You were meant to stand out. So lean into those gifts. Okay? Some of you guys are seeing the world upside down when really you're creating your own world, and Spirit wants you to live it to its full potential. Live it to its full potential. Stop hiding it. Lead it. Lead with it. Other people want to learn from you, Aquarius. Don't be afraid this Scorpio season. Step into the leadership position, but you can do it your way. Okay? Pisces. Pisces. Pisces, things are getting a little complicated for you. You just need to take a step back. Scorpio season is getting a little emotional for you. That if you want to be able to move through this smoothly, you need to relax. Okay? We got the relax card. You could deal with the Cancer. Things are fresh and new with you in this Cancer, or you in this other water sign. You guys are very emotional. Some of you are you just had a child, just had a baby, and things are fresh and new for you, and it's overwhelming you. The process is overwhelming you. Just relax. Slow down. Read you some Mommy and Me books. Relax. Okay? Some of you need to drink more water. You need to just be in a state of flow. Just be in a state of flow, Pisces. The energy is a little erratic. Slow down, relax, and regroup during Scorpio season. Things are happening, but it's nothing that you can't handle. It's nothing that you can't deal with. Breathe. Some of y'all need to work on breathing exercises. Breathing from your diaphragm and out through your mouth. Doing exercises that bring your chi back, help you to ground yourself emotionally, and so that you don't absorb the frequency that's happening around you. You're a water sign for a reason. You gotta learn how to flow. Okay, there could be some instances around your home that are being dissolved, okay? And the more that you release this fear, and around your family, your children, your home, everything that has to do with the fourth house, which is Cancer energy, your inner child, all these fears that you've been having around those topics are dissolving around Scorpio season because you're allowing yourself freedom to rest. Rest in the situation without feeling the need to fix it, without feeling the need to change something, but knowing that God has your back is going to allow you to float right through this season easily. Aries, you are up next. Aries, you could be dealing with a Scorpio. There's some things that are coming to light with the Scorpio that's going to help you to better reflect on the priorities of the relationship. Okay? Also, Aries, I want you to be proud of yourself. You have transitioned out of a dark time into a light. Okay? And you are now a beacon for other people to see as a walking example of how they want to be. Okay? And it's because you put the energy in loving and nurturing yourself that you can be proud of yourself. You're not being a hater of yourself. You're not self-sabotaging anymore. Because you was doing that for a minute. Okay? You're allowing yourself to go through cycles and seasons without trying to interrupt or stop your flow. And it's because you believe in yourself. A lot of the start and stopping happened because you did not believe in yourself. A lot of the starting and stopping happened because you didn't commit to your goals. And that has to do with the low self-worth. You had to get real with yourself and say, look, do you really want it like you say you want it? Or are you just pretending? And now we're no longer pretending. We're stepping in to who we really are this Scorpio season because we've revealed the truth that anything we put our mind to, we can do. Anything. Aries, anything. And no longer will we continue to sit and harp on how we can't do something, how we can't succeed at X, Y, and Z. But now we're focused on how we can. And we're making a plan for how we can, and we're executing the plan. And we're seeing it, and everybody around us is seeing it. Everybody's like, oh my goodness, how you do it? Let me see the plan. Is that the blueprint? Oh, you're the blueprint. Aries, you're the blueprint. And it's because you've allowed yourself to make mistakes, go through these cycles of ups and downs, that you were able to see your flow. Oh, that's not the direction I want to go. I've been there before. I learned my lesson. I learned my lesson. And the lesson is a blessing when you learn to shift directions. I said a lesson is a blessing when you learn to shift directions. And you're shifting directions, Aries, so that you can really be in channel with spirit. So that you can be a conduit of spirit's blessings in your own life. But now spirit can use you to bless other people in your life. Because you're listening. Because you're no longer in these karmic, repetitive cycles that keep you broke and broken down. With people who are broken down. Now, you are believing in yourself. You're surrounding yourself with other people who believe in themselves. And you're creating your own community of enlightenment. Okay? Where now you're not just a leader, but you're the blueprint. Did I say you were the blueprint? I think I did. You're the blueprint. You're the blueprint for success, for elevation, for some of y'all were addicts and now you done changed your life. You're the blueprint. And now you are stepping back to see that and congratulating yourself. Okay? Congratulations, Aries. You are the blueprint. Okay? Taurus. Taurus, you are releasing blockages. That's what we need to do this Scorpio season. A lot of push and pull has been happening in your life. Resistance to let things go. But God is saying, let me in. And you just won't behave. You're showing your ass, Taurus, honestly. You're throwing a fit. You know, you're like the kid in the candy store where your mama tell you to put something back and you like, no, I don't want to put it back. And you throw out and have a little fit in the middle of the store. That's how you act with God. You're like, God, I want this, I want this, I want this. And God is like, put it back. Now, you know I told you before we walked up in here, you couldn't have that. And there's a reason for it. There was a reason why your mama told you no then, and there's a reason why your mama tell you now. Okay? Because God is your mom. Okay? God is trying to tell you no because there's places that he doesn't want you to go. There's places she don't want you to be. And she got to keep intervening and distracting you while you over here throwing a fit because you're not getting your way. And it's crazy because there's been many opportunities that your angels have saved you from where you could have lost your life, Taurus, and you know that. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. Or you could have dealt with a Scorpio who almost, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Also, we have the fourth quarter moon in Scorpio. Okay, because Bobby on. But you need to release your blockages. Okay, and some of these blockages are past versions of yourself that you're still holding on to. Past opportunities that you're still resentful about. Okay, things that God blocked that you are still holding on to. It's creating blockages. God blocked it, and here you are holding on to it. No. Let it go. There's something bigger and better for you. You know, whatever it is you wanted was going to spoil your appetite. God got something better for you. Something that's going to be a full course meal and not an appetizer. Not a little piece of candy, honey. Okay, not a little piece of candy. Not a little... He finna make it rain. Okay? Full course meal for you, Taurus. And all you have to do is be obedient and stop throwing a fit. That's all you got to do. And while you're over there throwing a fit, you could learn how to practice patience. Out, you know, being a little still, practicing a little stillness, sitting your butt down in the house. Go sit at the base of a tree. Go hug a tree. Do the tree pose. Honey, get you some yoga in. Whatever it is, learn how to be calm and patient while you're waiting for the blessing. Because while you're throwing a fit, God is figuring it out. It's already figured out. So what are you throwing a fit for? If you really trust God, what are you throwing a fit for? All right. Moving on. Ooh. One more message. Relax. Relax. Learn to relax and take a break, Taurus. Relax from stressing about the problems. Relax from trying to make things work and pushing things that are not working. You're up against resistance because you're up against God. God is not going to allow you to open a door that he shut. So let it close and sit down. You're getting in God's way. You're getting in God's way again. You know what I'm talking about. Cancers. Oh, wait. Gemini. We're on Gemini. Sorry, Gemini. Dang. Geminis. Gemini. Ooh. Gemini. You have dreams that you are getting empathic downloads on. You're really excited. You're really, really excited. But before you rush out that door, make sure you make a plan. Okay? Get a little organized. Because sometimes you can be all over the place. And then you're making 4 or 5 different trips to the grocery store. You're doing this, and that. You're running out of gas because you didn't. You got all these spur of the moment ideas. You got to ground them. Slow your roll. Gemini, slow your roll. Scorpio season is going to require you to take action, but calculated steps. Everything must be calculated. Calculate your finances too. Okay, everything got to be in the budget. Even the goals. Okay? Because at the end of the season, you don't want to be broke. Okay? So, Spirit is in full support of your goals, but you got to write it down and make it clear. I feel like that was the overall theme. And you got to be real. Some of y'all are fluffing and faking and pretending like, oh yeah, I want the success. Oh yeah, I want the accolades. Oh yeah, I want that. But I don't want to really do the work. Or I don't really believe that Spirit is going to allow these things to come to fruition. Why? What's going on? You ain't sitting with yourself. You're not really tapping in with your emotions, Gemini. You're moving so much and moving so frequently that emotionally you're not even resonating with yourself. You don't see how you really feel about the circumstance. You're just moving out of instinct. And it's not even instinct, it's out of passion. You gotta slow down, get your footing, and start moving with Spirit. Spirit is spontaneous. But Spirit always knows what Spirit is doing. Okay? Do you? Do you know what you're doing? Are you confident in what you're doing? Do you truly believe in it? Are your emotions behind it? Or are you manifesting because you're trying to impress somebody? Are you trying to get these goals because you got bills to pay? Are you trying to hit these goals because other people around you are comparing, or you're comparing yourself to other people around you? Whatever it is that's superficial, you really need to tap in and check your heart posture before you make any sudden moves during Scorpio season. So that whatever moves you do make are in the highest frequency. And that they are supported by Spirit. But it may take time for you. Some of y'all need to, go sit by the water, go out to maybe a retreat, spend your money on those things. Things to heal your body, heal your spirit, and get you in alignment with Spirit. But you can do that in the home for free too. Sit down, have a meditation session. Listen to some soft music, put on a candle lit. Okay? Journal. These are activities that you can do. Make a playlist about the love you have for yourself, how you feel about your life. Like, really tapping into your emotions during Scorpio season is very imperative to understanding where your desires are coming from. Okay. Cancers. If you're watching and you haven't subscribed, why haven't you done it? I ain't pulling that near card next. Baby, I'm giving you all a free reading. The least you can do is subscribe. Don't be a mozzarella. Don't be mooching off my content and don't want to support. How rude. We'll wait. Tragic. Tragic. Y'all be getting on these platforms and don't recognize that energy exchange is a real thing. Okay? Spirit sees all, hears all, knows all. Just saying. Supporting takes nothing but a click. Cancer. I'm gonna make this quick since y'all don't wanna support. Know your worth. Let them know your worth. No discounts. No discounts. No discounts. You hear me, Cancer? No discounts. Stop letting people sell you short, because you're actually believing them. And that's the sad part. Your value cannot be duplicated. And that's what makes you valuable. Can't nobody clone up no version of you, Cancer. They can try to act like it. They can try to pretend. But there's only one you. And here you are shining just like you. Cancer, some of you guys are struggling with your business because you're not putting yourself first. But you want the client to put you first. You want people to support your products, buy your stuff. But you don't want to support you. You got to know your worth, Cancer. You got to know your value. You got to know your purpose. You got to know why Spirit is asking you to price it the way that it is. Okay? And even if you work at home and you a mama, okay? You work for them kids. You better let them kids know, look, this meal, I don't care if you don't like it, honey. I slaved over it. Not slaved. I prepared this with love. Show some respect. Okay? I prepared this brief. Show some respect. Stand up for yourself, Cancer. Stop letting people cheat you on your price. Because they're hoping that you say yes. They're hoping that you are convinced that you aren't your own value. Because what happens is you start getting pimped. Yep, you start getting pimped for your talents. And now here you are, and now you got a pimp. Now you got a person who's like, oh no, maybe you should lower that and give me a cut. Or maybe you should let me in on that deal. Or stop letting people pimp you. And put the price as the price. And let it be. But also have a little bit of integrity in what you're creating by respecting the value. Okay? You got to respect the value of what you're creating, Cancer. If you're creating things that you don't respect, stop creating it. If you are developing things, putting your energy into things that you don't believe are connected to the highest version of you, stop creating it. No wonder people don't want to pay for it. It's not your best work. Okay? It's not your best work. Start putting out, and some of y'all will literally sabotage by not putting out your best work because you don't want to be judged or because you're afraid that people are not going to pay the price. And that's how you're sabotaging. But you need to embrace this change that spirit is allowing for you to have, right? Allowing for you to have. Look at yourself in the mirror, Cancer. You're bigger than this. You are as big as you think you are. So start convincing yourself by putting out that energy and frequency in your products, in the experiences that you're having, in your business, in your career, in your family, wherever it is. Put that energy into what you're creating. I know who I am. I'm confident in who I am. So that when you do put that price, you know that people are paying their money's worth for good content. Actually, you might be giving them more than what they pay for. Honey. Embrace this change. Allow this to happen, because sometimes you can get a little stuck in the same pattern, especially with how you communicate in your relationships. You get stuck in the same pattern of allowing people to take advantage of you, of allowing people to second guess you. And really, how long is long enough? Hi, baby. Make sure you subscribe. Okay, Leos. What's going on with Leos? Leos, what do you need? Ooh. Leos, you got your card. Lighten up. Have a little fun during Scorpio season, honey. Embrace the light, Leos. There is a light that is in you, Leos, and you keep trying to hide it and you're trying to dampen it, and God didn't design you to be no scary folk. You got to be yourself, Leos. You have to stand into your authentic power, because there is a magic essence about your aura that people gravitate to. There is a light in you that people follow like a lamp, and you're leading them closer to their own light. So shine bright, be a star, okay? You look good, Leo. You look good. Now, lead people to their highest selves. You know, Leos, some of y'all get labeled as like the goofies, the tricksters, the, you know, one point in time you were the class clown, you know. You love to make people laugh. Leos love to make people laugh. But the joke's on you when you stop laughing for you. When you're just trying to make everybody laugh, but you don't want to actually laugh yourself, or you're not actually having fun, or you're not actually lightening your own load by enjoying joy. Some of y'all are working too hard that you're not enjoying the energy you bring and the frequency you have, Leos. There's a thing that you do that only you can do. And when you do it to your best ability, you have to enjoy it too. Like, okay, you're lighting up the room, but are you enjoying the show? Are you enjoying the light that you bring? Well, if you enjoy it, why not intensify it? Intensify your lights, Leo. And don't be afraid who gets blinded. Bring some shades for him. Here you go. Here you go. Let me help you out. Because I see my light is a little too bright for you. Because I'm not dimming it down. I'm not. So here's some shades for you so you can sit in the back and watch. Because you still want to see the sun, honey. You still want to see what's going on. And the more that you light, and also lighten up with how you're experiencing other shade from people, honey. Because, you know, the light always has shade. The light always got shade. And as the shade is shading, lighten up even more. That's how you increase your frequency, is laugh a little. Laugh at these people. Okay, so what? You're mad because I'm light and you're dark. But you want to be light. Because anywhere the light is, the darkness is following. So lighten up your perspective of how other people see you, Leo, even if they're hating on you. Even if they're hating on the light. Recognize they have a position to play and laugh at it. This is a joke. This is funny. Thank you for your love, baby. This is funny. This is great. This is entertainment. This is entertainment for a Leo. When people, because you know, this is the thing, Leo. Other people try to steal your light. They try to steal your show. They try to steal your spotlight, and then they look a mess. Do you notice that? Do you notice that?